close your eyes for a moment and listen to your body. Not the list of errands, not the commentary in your head, the body. There's a language there, a ringing, a flutter, a pressure behind the eyes, a sudden midnight tear. Most people call these random glitches. The saints called them signs. The mystics called them initiations. Tonight I'm going to tell you the truth. Most spiritual brochures won't print. Your spiritual awakening rarely arrives as a lightning bolt. It begins as a noise in the margin, a small, persistent disturbance in flesh and habit. That tingling in your hands isn't a glitch, it's a message. That 3 a.m. wakefulness isn't insomnia, it's an invitation. If you pay attention, your body will teach you the grammar of a new life. Let's read the symptoms aloud, then decode them. These are the physical echoes of a soul waking up. First, the ringing. High-pitched tones, a persistent buzzing in the ears. Western medicine calls this tinnitus. Spiritual traditions call it the subtle body waking up. In the Upanishads, they described it as the soundless sound of the inner self. In contemporary language, it's a calibration. Your nervous system encountering frequencies it didn't have an answer for before. Don't panic. Don't immediately medicalize it as terror. Sit with it. Breathe. Often the tone appears during stillness when you quiet the noise of habit, because quiet reveals the voices you were not listening to. Second, fatigue that sleep won't fix. You wake exhausted even after 8 hours. This is not laziness, it's energy realignment. Imagine an old house being rewired while you live inside it. Lights flicker, outlets fail, the whole system humming as a current shifts. Your body is purging old patterns and building new circuits. The call here is to rest with intention, not avoidance, but restoration. Prioritize gentle movement, short naps, and radical permission to do less while your interior reorganizes. Third, headaches and pressure around the crown and third eye. An ache that isn't merely physical, but symbolic. In yogic language, these are activations of the upper chakras. Jung would name them numinous thresholds where archetypal images press through. The sensation is your upper centers clearing the fog of consensus reality so you can see more. Hydrate, breathe slowly. Anchor with grounding practices that return information to the lower body. A barefoot walk, a cold splash of water, the honest work of making something by hand. Fourth, tingling, buzzing heat or waves traveling up the spine, the classic Kundalini stir. This image makes sensational headlines, but the experience is often subtle. A warmth, a subtle pressure, a moving awareness. The energy uncoils like a snake, touching the valves of your heart, your throat, your crown. Treat it with respect. Don't force. Find a teacher or a reliable practice, simple somatic breath work, gentle yoga, and slow surrender rather than dramatic techniques. Kundalini is not a stunt. It's an interior fermentation that requires temperate care. Fifth, disrupted sleep, vivid dreams, and the 2-4 a.m. awakenings the mystics call the spiritual hour. This is when the veil thins. Your subconscious shows you what daylight censored, old grief, unresolved debts, the raw meanings you've refused. Don't fear these dreams, they are not random. Keep a dream journal. Write without editing. Often a single dream will be a key, a knot you can untie with one honest insight. Sixth, emotional surges. 1 minute the world is flat, the next you weep for a song you used to sing as a child. Spontaneous tears, sudden grief, or bursts of luminous joy are not breakdowns. They are breakthroughs. Old grief had been compressed into your tissues. Now it expands, demands release, and seeks new patterns of being. Practice radical compassion. Name the feeling. Journal without censor. Let the body finish its old stories. Seventh, heightened sensory sensitivity. Bright lights sting. Loud noises buck you. Your nervous system is turning from blunt instrument to tuning fork. You will find yourself drawn to quieter spaces, single-tone music, softer textures. Honor that. Give your senses a sanctuary. Turn down unnecessary stimulation. Your nervous system is learning a new language of subtlety. Eighth, digestive shifts, bloating, appetite changes, sometimes fasting impulses. The solar plexus, the gut, is the seat of personal power and digestion of experience. When you realign, food becomes medicine or immaterial. Your body may reject what no longer serves. Attend to it kindly. Hydrate, eat simple nourishing things, avoid toxic stimulants. The body is telling you what to keep and what to let go. Ninth, heart palpitations, warmth, and a sudden availability to love. The heart chakra opening is not a metaphor, it is a felt phenomenon. When the chest loosens, old armor drops away. You will feel more connection and more vulnerability. That is growth, not weakness. Practice boundaries. Love requires clear borders. Otherwise, your emergent compassion becomes drained. Now, the interpretation. Why do these things happen? Because awakening is a calibration of system and sense. The modern brain is a prediction engine. It models the world using habits and stories. Awakening changes the model. New inputs arrive. The brain rewrites itself. Neuroplasticity, that's the word, becomes the theater of transformation. You are literally rewiring your nervous system to find new truths. But two urgent cautions. One, always rule out simple biology first. Fatigue, palpitations, weird headaches. Get checked. There are medical realities that mimic spiritual signals. The wise path is both mystical and pragmatic. Consult a doctor when necessary, and simultaneously tend to the subtle body. 2. Avoid spiritual narcissism and cosmetic spirituality, the kind that makes suffering a badge. True awakening is not glamorous. It is humble. It cleans your messy life and asks you to be more honest, not more performative. So what do you do when your body starts to speak? First practical rule, slow down. The era of hacking and optimization will tell you to push through, to grind. The body wants integration. Take more rests. Shorten your to-do lists. The slowness is not weakness. It's the medium in which new wiring sets. Second, ground relentlessly. Grounding is not woo, it is physics. Walk barefoot, hug a tree, put your palms in cold water, eat plain food. When you bring attention back into the lower body, you allow energy to flow safely. Third, somatic practice. Breath work, gentle yoga, sensory meditations, not stylized performances, but practical routines that return you to the body's intelligence. 5 minutes of diaphragmatic breath 3 times a day, a 10-minute body scan, or slow movement that focuses on sensation rather than outcome. Fourth, keep a symptom log. Record times, sensations, triggers, and relief techniques. Patterns emerge. You'll notice what feeds and what depletes you. This log becomes empirical spirituality. Test and refine. Fifth, ritualize release. Tears, anger, grief. Give them a container, a journal, a bonfire, a simple ceremony. Don't intellectualize the feelings away. Ceremony converts raw energy into story. Sixth, strengthen community. Awakening is not an island sport. Find a person or a small group who can witness you without fixing you. The wounded alone are vulnerable to fantasy. Witness transformation is robust. Seventh, build skillful boundaries. Sensitivity makes you porous. Learn to say no. Learn to shield, not by fear, but by clarity. I don't take on that emotional load becomes a profound spiritual practice. Eighth, integrate meaning with action. The interior shift is not an escape route, it's a tool to repair the world. Take one small public action that aligns with your new values. Teach, volunteer, build. The sacred must be social to avoid becoming narcissistic. Now some ancient scaffolding to steady you. The Kundalini traditions speak of energy rising through channels. The Upanishads name it the light within. The Taoists talked of aligning with the current of the universe. Jung described individuation as the psyche's path into wholeness. All of them converge on one point. Awakening is an embodied realignment, not an ethereal evacuation. The map may use different names, Kundalini, Prana, Chi, Anima, but the terrain is the same. Body, heart, mind, and world moving toward coherence. Finally, make a small protocol. A week that honors your aliveness. Day 1, notice. Carry the symptom log. Name 3 sensations, no judgment. Day 2, ground. 30 minutes barefoot or outdoors, no screens. Day 3, breathe. 3 5-minute breath sessions, record effects. Day 4, journal. Write what wants to leave you. Burn or bury the page. Day 5, move. Gentle yoga or walk that focuses on sensation, not cardio. Day 6, witness. Share with a friend, not to be fixed, but to be seen. Day 7, create. Make something small, give it away. Let your inner shift have an outer effect. If you do this in 6 months, you will not just feel different, you will act different. Your relationships will recalibrate, your priorities will shift, and the world you are walking through will change under your feet because you will be new soil for new seeds. A last word of radical kindness. Do not expect neat narratives. This is not a book with a tidy ending. It is a living apprenticeship. You will misstep, you will fear. That is the point. Every stumble is a lesson. Every tear is a clearing. So listen again to the body's small violences. The ring, the ripple, the ache. They are not betrayals, they are summons. Answer them with patience, skill, and the courage to be human without apology. Learn the new language your cells are trying to speak. Translate it into life. Wake, remember, embody. This is the Thought Alchemist.